government don't call them back. And also we know say information from Guinea now that then we don't strip them off the immunities then what is supposed to get as an ambassador.
Maybe it's really important. You say two extraordinary things in just now. Two big things that we are blatant untruth.
Which
Number
are?
one, they not catch the Guinean ambassador with drugs, the Salon ambassador
inside
to Guinea.
in vehicle. There was
No,
drugs
sir.
inside in vehicle according to the
No,
information we come out from Guinea.
No, well, Namina the minister now, and you don't say Namina the spokesman, they tell you now, say, the ambassador in vehicle, they don't catch him. One saloon utility, if I don't stick to the fact, a Sierra Leone embassy utility vehicle was caught with items that the Guinean authorities say include drugs. About 7 bags of the item in there when they search, after they search and intercept. If I will stick to the fact for the sake of the people of this country and for all of our own reputations.
But the vehicle belonged to the embassy, Mr. Minister.
Yeah, but that
so whether it's a personal vehicle, it is an official vehicle where they carry the official plate of Sierra Leone.
Maybe if they catch Liberty Station, 1 pound a motor them outside with drugs, it's different for Lago reports now say them been catch maybe with drugs. That's an extraordinary claim, Nandi. And I think say everybody deserves the fundamental principle.
So back to my question of how serious una take this issue. Why is this still going to work freely like how you state just now?
I mentioned the second thing we talk as well. We're extraordinary. You make a claim say the Salon ambassador to Guinea don't be stripped of diplomatic immunities. That's also completely untrue. And finally we repeat some things that will not get no basis in fact of possible for the Guinean authorities unilaterally sit down and strip the ambassador of diplomatic immunities. Again, with somebody an ambassador, you're guided and bound by international law. And that make a mean what say they go work and come back. Because it take this work important and part of the work now, the diplomatic relations with Guinea, we have a serious situation. One of the vehicles that was caught with contraband, alleged contraband, where we take extremely seriously. And I make we in constant touch with the Guinean authorities, and I make the government of Salon they make sure say we do everything we can for we don't institute the process of a recall for come back in a station. But as I say, we didn't say recall, not to like me you, then I just call me no more, you grab, you go and come. There are steps and processes, especially because a complex situation is involved. But for say, they can catch the ambassador with drugs is untrue, and for say they don't strip the ambassador of diplomatic immunities would be extraordinary.
So, Mr. Minister, are you saying the ambassador not been there around the time when they catch these drugs inside Salon vehicle where belong to the embassy where it head there?
A really important, maybe I'll stick to the facts. I don't do a whole press conference with the foreign minister.
I'm asking a question.
Now I make I give you now the facts, and I want to I don't get an allow stick to them. The Salon embassy vehicle, a utility vehicle, we come off Freetown, we come off Salon, will be the head back into Guinea. Along the way, where they go back into Guinea, somewhere in Conakry, the Guinean authorities they intercept. Then search, they impound the vehicle. The vehicle be include the driver and the one unknown staff, unknown individual whose identity we have not confirmed yet because Guinea not officially tell.
So if the ambassador not been there, why need for recall the ambassador for an issue where not so in the catch them with at all? Because what you make clear now, according to you, the ambassador was not there, and the ambassador was not there, but another recall him. Why recalling the ambassador for an issue where involved a driver and also one unknown person? Where you say?
That's a brilliant question, Mabel. Now, if something happened in an institution or connected to an institution we're ahead of, and that's something we get for do with a diplomatic issue between two countries, the head of that office day, because this don't lead to headlines we don't target with country, the person we can explain to we say hey, waiting happen here, waiting go on, I want a conversation with the Guinean authorities, waiting to happen now, that driver they who's that out there recruit and all that. That two people and they can give the country that information there. The two people in Excellency Almami, the ambassador, and the head of Chancellery, the diplomatic, the administrative head of the office. Now make the government of Sierra Leone recall the all two for can provide answers. It's very important. The ambassador was not caught with drugs, not to the CMD motorcar, not to the motorcar they drive, not to the motorcar kinde inside, not to the private car. Now just that a vehicle belonging to the embassy, yes, with a diplomatic number plate, but even the Guinean authorities have made clear say it was a utility vehicle driven by a driver and one other person whose identity we cannot confirm yet. This is why we have invited them two people in the camp for letting them provide answers.
All right, Mr. Minister. According to you, over 2 weeks now, not just the same statement that we're unable to confirm the other person, only the driver and name ain't clear now to the public. So why this person up to this time, over 2 weeks now, unable to confirm this person, let the public know say that this Mr. A or Mr. Z be also involved inside this vehicle and catch this cocaine?
Very simple, because not to we catch the person and we rely on the information we get from the Guinean authorities, and the Guinean authorities must share that information they with me.
So when they expect say the ambassador go through all the procedures them and come back home for help the police with this investigation?
As I promised earlier, maybe today at 2 p.m., the Sierra Leone Police Inspector General will be on a panel, and we were asking that question as well directly, and I believe say at that time they go before provide an answer on when exactly as the last conversation. And now again, I mean, like for Kana and bullshit you, the fact of the matter is that the call was urgent. The ambassador supposed for come ASAP. We mean soon. With me personally, been in contact with the Minister of Foreign Affairs and other senior officials on conversations about they expect say by end of last week, we're not been on the come yet. So again, there are some processes going through. I expect say maybe this week or before the end of the week, but I don't want to give you a definite date. We will say, the minister been Canada and promise, because me not a diplomat, and me not a diplomatic staff. On this issue, the diplomats are working through it, and the call has been made. The process is going on. Very soon, the ambassador is supposed to there. He's been mandated to come back to capital.
Still on the issue we get for do with drugs and the image of the country, let me just quickly delve into this one big issue where don't become a whole controversy involving the image of the country, especially internationally. Usai Salondon they make headlines for the wrong reasons na the news. Firstly, how government take where this information be come out na do say, then see an individual na a photo with the first family where internationally he's wanted for issues we get for do with drugs.
Alright, so actually on this issue, for startup the other way around, we issue a press release. Now, you just say then catch them somebody we find guilty and wanted. Importantly, family no say in terms of communications between two countries, if for example, like Salonso, right, we get somebody who wanted in Holland, and they call it Adebayo. Everybody knows that. The government of Salon, we don't contact the government of the Netherlands multiple times and share evidence with the government of the Netherlands multiple times for officially inform them, say, hey, this person I did on a country and we need them, we share evidence with them and all that. On this conversation, I want to let family understand the first point, which is the most important point. At no point, any country, any law enforcement agency, any Interpol, any intelligence agency, one day contact the government of Salon and say, they look for this particular person, and this person here we suspect say he did on a country. We not receive no correspondence, formal or official or informal, none whatsoever. So nobody, no one day contact we with that name day, with that person day, with that image day, and say, police are going to look for this person. We've never received that. That's number one. It's very important. Let the people of this country know that. Number two, the point where they make say, we see her now, this person, he did not Sierra Leone, he not in Sierra Leone. What's important on that is, while we not receive no kind of reports of this nature at all, no intelligence, nothing, the government, based off the news story them, what we see, because we take it serious and because they have to do with the reputation of the country and the reputation, of course, of the fountain of honor, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, we don't institute some very critical steps, even before they don't contact with. Now, no country in the world, or any country where they start for do the thing, they don't start sooner after they don't receive official information. We don't go ahead and say, no, this is important to me. So one, we don't start an investigation. Within the investigation, they about, first of all, the report say they use AI. And not say that this person, they say they use AI for saying that the person this. We need for investigate for ascertain identities. The first thing I came to tell you is talking to law enforcement. That name they will not the report will not the call will not get a record of that name in a salon. So that was the first thing I would tell you preliminary we will talk about. They will not get a name in a salon. Nobody not can inside this country any of we points in this country with that name there. But we they go ahead and the police they go ahead and conduct an investigation for ascertain this, for find out within the first the identity and then the activities, and then for see if the person they salonia legally or illegally within their activities, which here within we do, and then we would determine the actions, whether the person be there or around the first family or picture them now, all landing on and they make the story get juice. But the important points in our say I state here for the record in terms of no receive no comment, no request, no report from anybody, and secondly, we don't start an investigation by will volution, and we don't make a clear. We don't even invite by we press release. We say to the Dutch government now, we say to Interpol now, come to us. We're willing for collaborate and work with you because we as a country, as a state, we're not to part of this country, not to a home for any organized crime. We know that bad things will happen, bad people can come in and out now, but you know mean say, oh, saloon will be a home or a safe haven for them.
So, Mr. Minister, let me unpack the two major things them we don't make mention of. One gets for do with the correspondence where you say Salon be done they send to the Dutch government regarding Adebayo.
Let me just an example.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about Adebayo. I just make as an example of how they inform another country. I don't want to talk about Adebayo because Adebayo not the issue here.
Granted. Adekam, land please, Mr. Minister. Granted, you just make an example so we two countries then get issues, then supposed for communicate. But as far as soon as concerned, no correspondence not come from the Netherlands. But the issues here are quite different. This individual way we talk about now one way reports say he already be convicted, and we not go compare am to the issue we get for do with Adebayo. Then you make mention say una not get no name na the records of Salon of that individual they coming into the country. This person where people on the scene at this picture with the first family now waiting at your name. If una don't check and una don't know say the Josh name not there inside Salon record, waiting at this person name where everybody don't they claim say that person will Netherlands defend.
So first, so your first point for the avoidance of doubts. I not say the two issues are the same. I make a simple example. If I have an issue with a citizen who I know sitting in a country, I officially tell you. And by the way, include if the person is convicted or not. In this case, we, so whether the person don't make, look, every people that will be convicted all around the world. I win a salute for Sierra Leone on the way to read Dutch news for say whether they don't convict na Holland, na Germany, na France, na this. No, that's not how it works. If they know say the person there, then get issue or something, they contact us. And then we start with your process. That's how it works. Now, just an example I make. On the second point of which this person name, if I begin tell you all that now, then I don't know it at the point of the investigation. We start only 2 days ago, yesterday, not Monday. The fact of the matter is that people are sharing all kinds of things on social media. I see name they go so, I see name they go so, I see face they go so, I see picture they go so. We, as a government, His Excellency the President, don't instruct a transparent investigation. I make the IG come today for can explain the steps and what they do, and just patient. This now, thorough police work. And we too don't do. Whether anybody can disagree with this government for all they like or they're not, they starve for information, because we come forward, we put our hands up, we bring the principals, we make them available to you for ask the questions. So let us not jump the gun on this. The investigation is underway, which I would suggest you do as well as a citizen, and maybe to your viewers and listeners. If you get information on this issue, we think they will help the police in this investigation, please contact the Sierra Leone Police.
While the public they wait for the investigation for comments and self go forget a report wey una go end up pull at the end of the day, because of the way how the situation dey right now, the public also deserve for know, like how you don say, so many fly news dey around. Wetin are the relationship wey this individual get with the first family, especially allegations around the daughter of the president?
I answered this question yesterday, and I'll therefore answer again as kindly as I can. Number one, investigation don't start on this individual identity and who that I be and what he did do and all that. Number two, in my tenure in this position and all the public position about the whole, I don't make an absolute job not for comments on people at all, them private life, not least the presidents in family who that they with who that and this person there. That would be again a breach of their rights to privacy. And I know say even you as a public and one of the top journalists in the country know say, irrespective of the situation, as a government spokesperson onto the business stand there for Kanaya, for can tell you say, oh, so person, one party president in family member there, in personal relationship, this I will never be able to give you that information.
So what if this personal relationship, quickly, Mr. Minister, this personal relationship, if it get issues where internationally the name of the country, the image of the country, where President Bio so don't spend a lot of time, a lot of money traveling abroad for ensure say the image of the country, according to the president, it put on top notch. What if this personal relationship they bring issues where they dent this same image where the president want for clean internationally?
Again, you jump into speculation. I'll try to stick to the facts. The facts are that the government they conduct an investigation. Secondly, I personally and the Minister of Information not a comment, not a give information on people then, especially private citizens, their private life. Then I line women at the cause.
Yeah, Mr. Minister, quick one. You talk about investigation, and this don't become normal something as salon. Whenever issue come up, you go hear government and the police go say we investigate the matter. But for like when I come back now the public and show the public waiting at the outcome of an investigation, that could be a big problem. Waiting people for expect after this investigation, and how soon when I go come out with a statement to the public.
By the way, that what you just say so is factually not true as well. I don't say quite a few things on the show. November 26th, we announced that we are conducting an investigation and that we track certain individuals. We provide not sometimes not by weekly basis, sometimes daily basis updates. When people were arrested, we came with updates. When we charged them, we came with updates. When we conducted and concluded the investigation, we came with updates throughout. And we don't continue for do that day on a consistent basis with me don't be minister. So if I will talk again to the public, let we keep to the facts. On this issue, we will just start, even with Guinea, look me they give an updates. The Inspector General of Police, they come, if you read the press statement, the flyer we don't put out for say updates on investigations. You can accuse me of other things, but for saying I will tell you say investigation when they do it's simply not true. And I want to let the people of this country know, say, the cow don't commit again, say, look, this is an international issue. Many interest in on this issue. We get international press who don't take multiple interviews. The government of Sierra Leone, they come forward and they provide as the investigation they go on. With you all do more do at your pace. No, that's not how it works. So right. The investigation are then complex and we go do them.
All right, Mr. Minister. According to you, you say una not be aware say this kind person in Salon, and besides not to that kind name the una know am for, you understand, based on the documentation and the name will be present while they enter the country. Now that the information they out there now, if at all it happens say the person we the Netherlands government and the rest of the world they look for now the right person this dinner salon, una go prepare as a government for make sure say una hand over this individual so then people and they for go face the penalty because of the crime them we don't commit.
All right. I almost feel like on this show, I for also continue to be a consistent fact maker. I'm not saying this person you know deny or the person.
No, una not be aware say it there.
No, two different things at talk. I not say we not aware say the person there and not to the name that they will know for. I say nobody of that name there, no the na the record na salon. And two different things. It's subtle but important. That name na the report. We no see we no get no record of that individual day na salon. Now to your second question of if the Netherlands government reach out to we follow the law and the procedure. We don't make it clear and we press release say we are willing and ready for cooperate with the Dutch government, with Interpol, and any other international law enforcement agency for get to the bottom of this and for ensure accountability. That na the position, by the way, not to the first time this Salon government don't cooperate with international bodies who don't do and move people outside who is satisfy the threshold of the law. Because we camp pulling people here and all that. There's a process, there are legal processes. When a law-abiding country, we will follow the law.
One thing where you not make clear yet this morning gets for do with this individual where everybody don't refer to as Bello Josh, where people say na in day na the pictures and say videos where they go around. According to you, investigation the way governments they do now for look into all of these issues. How long this investigation go for take and waiting on our on earth to the public?
Again, I think I just answered a version of this question, but let me try again. An investigation by the Salon Police of this nature, not to one way I can tell you say they do 2 days investigation. The investigation they take time we necessary.
But there should be a timeline because of the nature of the issue at hand.
All right. I think say that now your opinion, which I could respect, but I know say law enforcement and international bodies they understand say an investigation they take the time we necessary for like take not longer or shorter, and then are the commitment. But on the point of waiting and investigate, they actually did a press release. We say first, and I don't talk already, first for ascertain this identity. This person we then see they use AI, we they use name. Now in a salon, bam. First, for establish that. Secondly, they will establish the other question that we ask about within this person, I can salon, within an association, who that they involved with work they do legally or illegally. All of that will be part of the investigation with the Salon government by we own evolution initiative. Nobody no ask we, nobody no reach out to we, we no get no record say person this person don't commit crime nobody no go report it to police. But we don't take that step because the government of Salon President Bill, like I say, he care about this and take the report we see in the international media serious.
So we're gonna make the public go be happy if they get expected dates of when the government will come back to them regarding this investigation, because any investigation we not get a timeline go take forever. Whenever you ask for update, then go tell you say we not been getting any timeline. But there should be a timeline because of the nature of the case. If government take them that serious.
No investigation that we are aware of. We the Salon Police don't conduct any major issue. We then give them definite timeline. Which I will tell you that again, the investigation it take the time we necessary. We will provide timely updates to the people of this country. We once forget to the bottom of this more than even you or so many other people that will talk, because we are sworn to protect the best interest of this country. But if I can't steam up Naya or sit down at this on a program and can't say it's an investigation, they take 2 days. Where the police say, they want first, then you need for do so thing. They 2, they need for do this. Go on to police officer, I'm not to investigator. What I will tell you is that the investigation will be done. The president don't order the investigation for be conducted immediately. The investigation they go on as we speak. Steps then they be taken. and that will provide the public with timely updates. And then they will commit to it.
This Bello Josh in question still the salon?
I think maybe you already know the answer to that, but I would try again because I think we already talk about this plenty. We in a salon not get a record of Bello Josh or the name that we don't call. There's no official record of that as far as we are concerned.
So this one person where everybody seem for the point on in the salon, that person within that picture with the first family, in the salon?
All right. So when the police conducts the investigation, the police will come back to you definitely on that.
That's them.
First the investigation, they ascertain identity. And then the investigation, they cover all of that. Me, in my capacity as the minister, I stick to the facts. And the facts now which I don't provide to you now.
That's then possibly this investigation gets for cover. Because the investigation, I think we got for involve questioning and all of that. That's then possibly the investigation they cover.
Investigation they cover all and anybody we necessary for get to the answers that were outlined, just like any other investigation, maybe. And I think you also know that if the police didn't investigate, I don't outline the terms of the investigation for ascertain the identity, then for looking to the activities, alleged activities of this individual inside saloon and all of that. So within the investigation will cover. Now the area they know what outline. So identity, individual.
This investigation gets for cover people like the chief immigration officer, where we seen our videos at this same individual day, and also we see the man day now videos and pictures again with the first family. The investigation they cover all them people, yeah?
It's very important again, we as you do the last term on the Guinean situation, the people and reputation very important, and people in their own lives and back very important. When it comes to these issues, I'm not throw people and name them out there just because we don't see one social media clipping and all that. It's really important. Let's stick to the facts, and if we get reports, we bring in people in there, let the police do their work. But people and reputation, me I know that they say people and reputation is everything they've got. So, like I make it clear, the governments of Salon or the spare anyone, no stone will be left unturned. Forget to this. The governments of Salon, they stick to the facts and to the questions that I don't see, the investigation they cover, and will come back and provide updates to the people of this country. It's really important, even in this profession. And I know that they would too. That will not start this conversation by calling people and name them. With our Sierra Leonean citizens, we don't accuse it of a crime, we don't get evidence and commit a crime, we not get anything, we don't go report to the police state for can call the name, a public show, we many millions of people that they listen to, we midday on that show day, and I will contribute for slander somebody's name. So please, no go again.
All right, Mr. Minister, many thanks. We go keep the call for the ask for updates regarding the investigation. We now get timeline so that people will actually know when finally this a big investigation go done and lay this whole issue to rest. But meanwhile, waiting on they do for ensure say internationally on a stabilize the country in image after all of these controversies where they go on.
My question you ask me still? Or
yes, please. I'm asking a question to wrap up.
Okay. What should you do for any country image are the facts? You stick to the facts. As I say, bad things will happen all over the world. I mean, you did yesterday about things, criminal activities in major capitals around the world, footballers, things like that. Your reputation not to be determined entirely by where bad things happen. Your reputation will be determined by how you respond, the quality of your response, the actions that you take. How you build confidence, say yes. Even you, if you born picking and things that they will do bad things, it's how you respond. And within the government of Sierra Leone, they do, and the response, the steps that will they take, not just now, but in the review, they talked to me yesterday, then say, actually, Sierra Leone gets a stellar record when it comes to zero tolerance for country as a transshipment point for drugs, for extradition, for investigations, and for providing that investigation day. Now, I make us say, we the governments, who the press release, we say nobody will reach out to it, but we don't start an investigation. And one, and two, we now really invite the international partners and say, come, let's work together. Let's get to the bottom of this. The reputation of this country will be determined not by fact say something bad happen or some bad headline happen, but how the country respond and the steps they would take. And I trust absolutely in the leadership of His Excellency President Julius Malabio for do the right things, for continue for enhance reputation internationally.
All right, many thanks. That's now been the Minister of Information and Civic Education, Chernor, will be the respond to controversies with the go around now regarding Bella Josh. And according to Ram, the records them na Salono they show any name of such way Netherlands or any country in Europe need regarding drugs. And it say government don't set up an investigation when after that thing will come to the public for no waiting and fair not surrounding this whole drugs controversy, and the minister not able to give a timeline as to how long it will take, because according to Ram, that go left with waiting and waiting go come out from the investigation. But like all time Liberty Online TV definitely get for the dinner the minister in phone always for let they get updates on waiting they happen regarding this issue we get for do with the stance of the government and an investigation where they don't launch now into the drugs controversy.
All right, from the updates, they will just not get from the Minister of Education and Civic Education, Minister of Information and Civic Education. Sorry. We will continue with the program. The program will still watch now Liberty Breakfast Show, and it come to you live on Liberty Online Television. And don't forget, say yourself with the watch, you can join the conversation. Send me your message to the comment section and also drop on 074 200 545. We will continue the program. Still between at the studio, we deal with Mr. Emmanuel Billy Conjo, we are the Chief Director and Professional Head, now the Ministry of Trade and Industry. As they also can provide to we and to the public updates about the price formula for the bag of rice. Mr. Billy Conjo, good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Thank you very much. Glad for there. It's always a pleasure for Dana Liberty Online TV.
All right, quick one. I just want to let you take me through on the price formula for the bag of rice.
Well, thank you very much. This initiative of the Ministry of Trade and Industry and by extension government, now for let we alleviate the difficulties where people then don't they get, the private sector and the ordinary consumer. So over time, in Adoyeri say we don't categorize what we call as essential commodities, and inside the commodities then they will get what we call food and non-food items them. So waiting the ministry try for do now for bring openness and transparency to the process. So we started off with the petroleum products. So you can see say now we get a pricing formula for petrol, where at any given time people go know almost the pump price they be. So you see say sometimes they can down, sometimes they go up, sometimes they can down back, because it's based on international prices and the foreign exchange. So petrol is an important product for we. The second other important product where we get na rice, because it is a staple food and most people they consume them. So we realize say we needed to work with the private sector. For this I want to thank all the importers, all the wholesalers, all the dealers in the value chain for rice, for the support we then done the give to government, for let we able to come out with a clear cost structure of waiting one consumer go buy or go spend for get a bag of rice, a cup of rice, 9 table as the case may be. So all government and the Ministry of Trade do together with in partner then the private sector. Now for outline then cost structures here, bring openness and transparency to the process. So today now the international market, if the price of rice go down, we expect say it will get a knock-on effect for like go down na salon. If the foreign exchange stable, we'd expect say if for stable, the price not for go up. And also the venture where we do with this now for enable we for support what we call we feed salon agenda. So feed salon agenda not only talk about production, because when you talk about feed salon, most people just think so now we to the plants. Yes, now we to the plants for how we eat, but importantly, it is the food security of a nation. So waiting we don't try for do now for ensure say we get available stock, enough stock, so that is, even if there is shocks in the world, we know say we get rest from now till to September. So till that 10 day, God go to help, something else go to happen. So it is important, critical, that we always think of availability of the product in the markets, where they be determined by the market forces, and so the price they come out, and then we work around the transparency of let people understand what it mean for buy the rest.
But that's the terms of getting a formula for the price, because we don't see many times the importers and will come out and say government no will go decide for we when are we they go buy, and the cost at which we they buy they no can put them down, same way we buy them there. So who that same they collaborate with?
So government know they do business, government know they sell less. Government know they buy less. The boy will buy now for through institutional feeding, for we police, we soldier, the school feeding as the case may be. So the people that will get the price formula, now the private sector, the one the way they do the rest business. So there are two structures in this formula. One, now what we call the statutory cost to them. So if we tax you, now government in your cost than they. If we say pay levy, now government your own cost than they. If we say pay fees, now government your own cost. But then the operator or the private sector get your operational cost. Government not get motor car for transport the rest. And the transporter we get in lorry or we get in trailer, they transport the rest. Government not get warehouse for keep the rest. And the possible building warehouse or the possible you go rent to, now you the petrol. So those are the two cost structures. But the beauty of this farm them is that government within in your pricing structure, when at the statutory cost, tax, fees and levies, government can say, okay, for solve and cushion the problem, the price, because it don't go up, let we pull we and small pan this. Or if the price don't come down, let we bring come back so. So those adjustments are what are in the formula. But to answer your question, not to government the fixed price, not to government the business people. It's just get your statutory cost will make plain available way. Some of we can find at the Finance Act we can come out every year with the Ministry of Finance can pull.
In terms of monitoring, how effective monitoring get for be? Because if you take into consideration many a times, even the fuel where you make mention of in terms of the pricing, we they see where the price can down, you're gonna some side and then go still tell you say people they buying at old price, especially the one that we can buy from the boys them waking they around. For this one we get for do with rice. We know say rice and with staple food. The time where government go down work with them, importers and for example, and the people and where they deal with rice, forget this price formula. How una get for ensure say it be effective?
Well, it's a collaborative effort. We don't set up some institutions them. So for example, like last year, after His Excellency the President we don't sign into law the National Consumer Commission, we get them there now, we get we own trade monitor them, we get even the business people, we get the civil society. So it is a collective effort of everyone. Mr. Conjo, where they talk, myself the buyers. I am a consumer. And they know they sell give me rest, say I get different price because I do work for Ministry of Trade. The rest price, not the rest price. So I have an obligation and I have a responsibility that if the pricing formula don't give me a sense of waiting the ceiling price for the rest for B, I go some side area, I go pass on that information there. So the monitoring is everybody, but of course, to the point is that we get institutions, we get structures and systems in place for follow through. We work with the district council them at the district level, we work with the police, we work with civil society, we work with you now, Liberty Online TV. I mean, the platform where you now give it so today, now follow continue for educate, inform and sensitize the public. So me believe and know say once you na yeri, something to the contrary, Liberty Online go bring and can to the general public's notice and to the ministry in attention.
Mr. Conjo, you talk about the formula, the
Yes.
pricing formula at the world. You make reference of fuel and also rest. Yeah, but on other countries, they go look, you go put on this way, say most of them can get free ports where at times government not can give them too much of taxation when they can bring in them goods them. Yeah, but for salon, mostly when you ask the business people them, they go say price go up because you know when we kick out to goods them for clear na ports, it can be difficult because of the tax where government can put on them commodities there. So how I don't try first as a government for try for rearrange on ourselves and see how best to go calm down the price so that it not go affect the business people them as well.
Every government all over the world want for ensure say it make things easy for in people them. But equally it want for make it easy and simple for people for do business. Like I mentioned, not we the buy rest and sell rest as governments, not the private sector they do them. So rest duty was only instituted last year after several years where nobody pay duty for us. And the reason why it was instituted at 5%, now because we say we want for plants, we own rest. And the reason where we put that duty there, 5%, that where we take that money there, we go plow them back to we farmer them, forgive them for let them plant. Every country getting competitive and comparative advantage. We in a small country, 8 million plus people. We get waiting we able do. We get waiting we not able do. Nobody not in an island. Now make you the trade, you know the trade by yourself, you the trade with other people. So things then the way we want, where we need for go get. Things then the way people want from we, where we need for give to them. So we always they look at them from that perspective or point of view there. But again, government in desire now for make it easy for in people them. 2, now for make you where they do business. You know they do business for loss. They do business for make profit. But the profit where you for make, it for be ethical, it for be moral. Not to some sorry they go make profit stay, kill the person. Then the person don't die now, how would I go buy? So that is the justification of doing what they do.
How this new price in formula get for reflects on the markets, you know, when people can go and go buy for go prepare them food in the house. How this get for reflects?
Oh, I am pleased to say that in fact it has surpassed we own expectation. Because the first release where we bring out, we've been the thing say by the 14th or 15th of February, price go down of rice go down can to $7.99. In the first week where we roll out the price in formula, the rest can down to 800, the wholesale bag. What I mean by wholesale bag, it simply means the person who imports the rest, bring a kind of Wataki. From Wataki, now 800 leons, the rest they go cost you. But from Wataki for bringing Kana you shop and other places, there are other costs. And you will go buy the rest for sale. The retailer, we get 2 kinds. We get the one with the retail by bag, we get the one with the retail by cup. So we work out all of that one day. And importantly, I want to thank the Ministry of Transport and Aviation and also all the drivers union and the truckers association, okay? We work with we for let we get a reduction in the cost of transporting this product them, because then they also non incidental where they increase the cost of the product, but we able for work together where we don't reduce them. Okay, so every bag of rice now has been reduced by 5 leon for transporter. So some side and they wait today na 20 leon, for example, for can go McKinney you they pay 25 leons. Now you pay 20 leons. So it show na the end price of the consumer, which you go buy by cup and which you go buy by bag. And today across, also I want to tell the public then say the wholesaler then have been so supportive and magnanimous that inside Freetown, wholesaler they carry the rest go to you. So today before Akaya, where I go na Congo market, CTC lorry dede trailer of over 1,200 bags. So that woman will be get for pay keke or transport for go buy rest na store na tong. Now the rest they can't around. So trade infrastructure is also very important. So once we're able to do this, we're able to reduce them. But some other parts of the country still get challenged. If you go now some areas na Falaba, the road network so challenging that trailer no go there. Waiting go there na truck. Even to some points the truck go stop, then go offload them, then they use them in smaller vehicles. Sometimes a bike then go put them. So certainly they one in day, the young cost implications could be higher than the general. But generally, the whole idea of being transparency. So now you can know what it costs you for being rest. Salon.
All right, Emmanuel Billy Conjure, continue for the with Sweden and the breakfast show. We'll come back to you shortly. The time from the studio clock now 2 minutes after 9 o'clock. We'll take a short message from the sponsors and we'll come back to Mr. Conjure for continue for talk about the price formula for rice.
Hello, Barry.
Hey, Sadie, what's up?
How are you?
Samo, hook me up quick. Samo, someone going to forget some football pictures then for this week. I don't check all inside there all day down. But Dabo, help me to and where am I going for ginger and swagger for this week?
Ask Leo.
Ask Leo. Who is Leo?
Ask Leo, Sam. I dey eat. No can cut me feeling. No. Allow me to finish my food.
Leo will help you open an account, check your balance, buy airtime to pop, send money. Leo will help you locate the nearest ATM point. Leo will help ease your stress by helping you get the most fascinating fixtures. Oh yes, for our football lovers. Leo will do this and many more.
Wow.
All you need to do is save Leo to your mobile phone with the number +232 79 919 919 and get to chat with Leo on WhatsApp. Go on, try it now. You can also chat with Leo on Facebook Messenger by typing UBA Chat Banking. Leo is your virtual banker who serves you wherever you are with just one click away. It is UBA. We are your #1 bank for all the right reasons. For more inquiries, call us on +232 78 200 200 or follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at uba.sl. We are Africa's global bank.
All right, viewers, welcome back. Continue for the between at the program. The program we still watch Liberty Breakfast Show, and it come to you live on Liberty Online Television, Facebook page, YouTube, and all the other social media handles them where they get we from. And don't forget to yourself with the watch. You can join the conversation, send your comments to the comment section, and also drop a message on 074 200 545. Well, still between at the studio, we deal with Mr. Billy Conjo, where they also for updates the public with regards to the new pricing formula for the bag of rice. Mr. Billy Conjo, you don't explain a lot about how this therefore impacts, people and one of the importance of this new formula. But again, another question, a lot of people on the ask that if this therefore reflects to the cup, like for example, the one that you go to market for go buy and go cook now the different homes them, because we don't find out say the price for the cup of rice at the market is different. We go to this to get your price, you go to this to get in price. And some man again say, if you go tell you say this is also amount you for buy them, but at the end of the day, if you compare them to the next cup, they be the same at all. You go see like not the same or not to the same, you get half cup as well. So I want to therefore ensure you want to regulate all areas in there.
Thank you. So two important issues. One of the things that Wale Fambulen know is that the ministry and the government, they bring what we call metrification. Metrification simply in weights and in measures. So you go remember say I always use petrol as an example. We've been the sales today na gallons, not so. Then we change. We come up from that old system we can to the new system where they sell by liter. And even if you not buy by liter, you want money, you can buy by money. Okay, so the machines are calibrated in that way there. So similarly, now so we they come for the weights and the measures. The weights now go be tin like rest per cup. So we find out says we people them that butter cup or milk cup as we call them. So mango put candle wax inside there, so mango do all kind of thing. So you the end consumer, which you they pay for, they get them. So we don't move further for rollouts cups them where they in 1 gram and in 1 kilogram. So that 1 gram cup there go take you 1 milk cup and half. So what you they buy with that milk cup there, you go just calculate the price, now it go cost you. Then the 1 kilogram, now you take 3 milk cup and half. 9 go. So 9 they make you here, you say this cup here and this cup here. But it go take time for let we sensitize the public and let we roll out them. But by the next 3 months, you go see all that buttercup or milk cup thing nodding at the market again. We get proper measuring cups then, where everybody go to use for sell. Also on the weights, now where I go buy beef, where I go buy petete, where I go buy plantain, where I go buy fruits. Now, if you go buy fish today, now by heap you they buy. How the fish are Then pack the woman where they sell fish or the man put her, or I go buy potato now. So you the loss. You've been on the court. Then they get scale. So if I want 1 kilogram potato, I dey take the potato I want, I choose, I put them. It go 1 gram. If I take 3 big one, it go over 1 kilo, I go pay for them. I may pick the 3 big one. If I take 3 small one, it can to 1 gram, I go pay for them. So that is what we are working on sanitizing the market. It is not akin or not to salon no more. In fact, we late. You go Guinea, and so then they sell. You go Liberia, and so then they sell. You go Ghana, and so then they sell. You go Nigeria, and so then they sell. So once you able to get a standard of weight and measure, Mabel they buy clothes. Mabel na salon na yard they buy. But where we go na Dakar or go Banjul, all across the region, now where do they buy? By meter. So you dey get less of the yard or less of the material because you dey buy by yard. Then I could tell you also as well, say when you go na outside of the shop, sometimes you want to go buy 2 yard poplin. The tape rule where my sister then they use, it cannot full, so that tape rule they ever give straight measure. Now we get what you call the meter ruler. Where you put and so, you draw, you don't get you 1 meter. And that's not the standard size. So today if you go buy them material the way they put inside packets, we seal where they come. Now in meter they day, not to in yard. So if person go open I want sell to you now in a yard, you they loss. You know they get. So these are all the things we are doing for ensure say we sanitize. Then also it brings dignity. It make the person where they sell dignify and integrity. Because imagine you get your small size where you set up. You know? Person can put in tina, you scale, you able for you set they make more money. So these are the things them. But the price of cup of rice is reflective from the bag. If you take milk cup today, 180 milk cup inside 1 bag. Even after you sell the rest, the bag today where you want for selling the rest bag, now part of your profit, now 7 leon. So certainly we don't look at that one day for everybody in the continuum or the value chain. So nobody know they be left out. In fact, we people at the retail end, they make more money from this pricing formula. Because the wholesale price that was going up now is at a regular price where people are able for sell. And then me and you too, if we don't get with small thing end of the month, we're able for buy 1 bag rest now.
So now almost you would say people officially for the buy a cup of rice based on the price formula.
So you not go say officially, okay? Government, we not do this for fixed price. We do this for give you a trend. Again, the rest na free tongue. The bag of rest where you buy tea na 830. But when you go Kailan, the bag of rest go to 860 as the case may be, 850 as the case may be. So the one that we go buy there, we then go sell by cup rest, it go different from the one we then hire. Okay? But certainly if you be the buy rest by cup na Kailan for 9 leon, today you not buy them for 9 leon. Probably you buy it for around 7 leon or 8 leon. As the case may be. If you be the buy 6 leon at home now, you go buy them for 5 leon. But it's always adjustable given the circumstances. Because there are other cost structures, cost factors that will go inside there. Government not fixed price. Government simply say, understand waiting at the thing them where they cost you for let you bring this rest now.
So this price formula not in any way get for add value to the issues where people only complain of. For a very long time we get for do with price control.
It does in a sense, because now you know it's part of the education process. Okay? Example again, maybe today if the rice price globally come off from $400 per metric ton, it can to 200, where everybody know. Certainly you know who can charge me, you understand? Like say we been there 400. So naturally the price go adjust itself and it go regulate itself because of information.
All right, Mr. Conjo. You say when I will make the scale them, and also of them will be available.
Yes,
Now we get
please.
plenty markets cut across the country. How now going to ensure say each and every business person gets in scale and as well getting cup for doing business?
But the strategy is simple. Now the market people themselves, traders union, traders council, petty traders, now then get this so. They are leading the process. Now through them are making them, and then they take the cup then, and then they sell it, and then as a government and through Sierra Leone Standards Bureau, we just they make sure say we come with the one size uniform, and then we pass it on to them for let them able for bring it out to them people.
How unique they on a cup there day we possibly not able for duplicate them, because we know so get people away phone of piracy, then we don't make this, they make something similar to them.
You're so true. So all of them get a seal, then get a seal, a stamp para, we can't be replicated.
How the person go able for no say this one get seal? Then
Because
that
if
come out, they go buy.
if visible, you dey see them. You dey know say this seal here and Standards Bureau certify and say this now the standard cup way for sale. It's visible. You dey see her. And then again I want to thank petty traders, traders council, traders union. Where they sensitize, you go na the market, you go see the whole market, phone them, and they talk to them people, and then they show them how for use them, waiting for do and how for do. And yesterday they had a demonstration where them in there na the eastern part of the city, and they talk to people there. So they move from one area to another, and the education and sensitization will continue for move on. So like I just they talk to Mabel on the side. This is one of the things the way the ministry will continue for work with Liberty Online TV. There we go. Sure. So once we stream this thing na the marketplace live, my brother and my sister they way they all upline on the other side, and then they see their own people, brother and sister, then a markets, then they do them. There is no better way to educate and inform.
All right, Emmanuel Billy Conjo, before you left in at the studio, let me just look at messages where people don't send, because you go for attend to another official engagement. So you go left way. But before you go, the very first message we are going to look at now the YouTube channel, we get this message where they come out from Jibrila Dumbuya. It says based on the average monthly salary, how many working Sierra Leoneans can afford a full bag of rice if you take into consideration other expenses like house rent, transportation, and medical. This other message from Konoti is say if they do that, our people will suffer. Everything will be very expensive. Our biggest trading partners are Guinea and Liberia. 35% of our rice comes from Guinea. Our people can't afford, and they are suffering.
All right, let's take this one from the Facebook page. They come out from Fode Mustafa Toure. They say it is not possible to impose price on basic commodities in a free market economy. The government will be asked by the distributors to remove the taxes because business people have to do business. The change rates in the single most factor responsible for the huge increase in the price of rice in the past 6 years.
Ronald Beresford, Ignatius Judge Stone at the Facebook page, they say if the country can mass produce rice, then the global prices can only have little effect because we have rice in bulk and it's available for the average Sierra Leonean. But because there's resilience on imported rice, it's difficult.
Another one again from Ronald. They say up to now, we are still talking about cup of rice theory, when the country should have kilograms and standard, but because of poor planning and structures in place, everyone can sell as they want. Why not sell rice in various sachets, including instead of per cup? Why are we so backward in our training standard?
The very last one we may go take before Mr. Conjo go left. This one say, please, Liberty TV ask the guest, what about the affordability and quality of these different rice in the market? Will the retail price of rice be the same irrespective of quality? And how will the rate of the local rice be in the market? I think you will start from that.
Thank you very much for callers, viewers, for all the messages that we send. I can say we get various brands of rice, I agree. But waiting government and the ministry we focus on are the parboiled rice. The parboiled rice simply because I'm boku pa we they consume. The one the way why it's the high-end rice like the Jasmine and the other brand of them, I mean, not the prerogative. they can go ahead. But the general thing where we they talk about now the parboil rice where they swell 9 people elect, 9 people want. Now we they talk about. Certainly, you know, don't see say the pricing formula will bring come, don't bring stability, and they bring the price of rice down. It not mean to say all time the rest go they down. There are variables that would come into play. My other texter or somebody will send message talk about the standardization. Again, I make a take to explain but metrification. That as a government, as a ministry, we roll out the metrification. We don't do one for liquids than before. Now we are doing it for weights and measures. So in the not too distant future, as we don't start with the cup there, you go see say all the cup there, all the skill then they all side. So even today when you go buy rest, do you make sure say you ask the person at the shop, say I want weigh me rest. And they go give you opportunity for let you put you rest na the scale and you go weigh them. So for ensure say na 50 kilogram. Now the rest the way we people and they talk about we don't further segment the market. Now make we don't bring kilograms into the mix, the metrification. So if you're not able to buy 50 kg, you can buy 25. If you're not able to buy 25, you can buy 10 kilogram. As you earn meet up, or trucky 1 box banyan shorts. Not so we all able to buy 50 kg bag every month. And sometimes they will buy the 1 bag recipe until not to 1 month with it, and so some of which sometimes they with it and 2 months. But if you the list it's inside less than 1 month, other option than they for you. Buy 25, buy 10 as the case may be. But I want to thank you now all very much. I just want to say that this one salon now we all get them. The Tinway governments they do now for try for ensure say we people not suffer. We people enjoy the one the way they do business and able for make profit. So let we all join on and support government initiative and that of the Ministry of Trade for make salon a better place for we all.
All right, many thanks for joining at the program this morning. Emmanuel Billy Conjure, we're going to engage you from time to time, like you say. Often here we're going to do the discussion about the live coverage we're going to get for the give people courtesy of the Ministry of Trade. Thank you, we can at the studio this morning. We will continue with the breakfast show and we quickly go to Lonsar also with Team Bidede over the weekend. Talk to community people where is concerned for Seka water business where they get challenged in that part of the country. Let we watch as David and KCC gets more in Ego report.
Dear listeners, today Libertarian Television come in the Lunsan community, and of course my part to be specific. Also we come for talk to people them we don't live in this community for a very long time and tell we witness some of the constraint and the concern them we didn't get in this community. And of course one of the concern that we get in the fact say people within in this community don't strain for get clean drinking water in this community.
Of course basically this don't affect we so much, you know, in a way that I don't know if things they don't do or platform don't do for put things in place, because like when it comes to water, like how people they say water in life. No matter how you look at them, every man need water in life so that you will live a very peaceful and conducive atmosphere. You know, the constraint of water in Lunsar or Marampa Chiefdom is very, very vital, as the case may be. We need basic things and way for help we get sustainable water supply, you know. We again I don't know, I need to see some of them structures then they or them platform then they it.
Alright, in as much as you don't made mention of waterway in a big challenge for one this community, waiting you go government and other development partners then do for seek a good clean water in this community.
Okay, well first of all I go once for see that government go come into we aid and give we pump them, you know, like street pump, you know, or pump the way they serve na the areas them, you know. But because Lonsar actually now water well then we get well or go na water side and well, and most of them well there before the dry season that they don't get dry. Past 80 to 85% of people then go na water side for go get water. And water is not too much pure for people therefore they drink. You know, you go use them for book or for do any domestic work, but like for say you go they use them for the drink, you know, all the time. You know, go tell where we are in it affects we. So like if they then give it that pure pump, street pump them where people then go able for get sustainable supply of water, it will be very nice. We really want the government come to we help and see that they go build them street pump there for we na Lunsar, you know, or Marampa at large, so that we go able for free ourselves from water bondage.
Well, the water side nearly we get pressure on that. now the community, moreover dry season, but rain season we can manage, because rains they can come. But dry season now, we can absence of water, a lot of water now there. People in the strain, pass we go extra mile for get water. So that's now a big problem. With the
so what the government do and other stakeholders them for do for now?
Well, they talk to the stakeholders them, then they help we with governments, proper government, then they put hands together, then they help we great. A lot we will get more water facility in the community. That's not the big number with the big proper government with the elders them. So that's not the big problem down there.
Well, this water business don't they affect you for a long since, because if the government puts on like a street pump and like the jack pump there where make up by junction or but any street, so that it go possible for let possible come yourself na house or na vicinity or geographical region for can get na the street, because the water well, some of water possible don't build a water well. You pay for go bill am. So you for go get now, you get for go pay. So that now they constrain about that. So no water will not get facility. So we need let government help me pardon the so we get water.
Alright, viewers, welcome back from that report today where David and KCC put together for we, as they don't bring to be updates about the concerns of people and where they live in Lonsar. Well, the program they still continue. We will bring to you another material inside the program. The Secretary General for the Salon Domestic Workers Union, Chelsea Hero, don't call on domestic worker them for join the union, as they say this will help them for improve their skills and same also protect them rights and then different workplace them. Chelsea Hero will be talk this for second one training where them be organized together with Solidarity Center where them be do for domestic workers them. I'll be witness and put this report together. Sierra Leone Domestic Workers Union, an organization where they advocate and promote the awareness but the rights of domestic workers them na the country by way for campaign and for network with partners them across the country for ensuring they stop the violation of domestic workers them right. Now for sake of this make this bentem. The Sierra Leone Domestic Workers Union, together with Solidarity Center, organized 2 days training for domestic workers them na the country, with the theme organizing and collective bargaining training for women workers in Sierra Leone. Way in the talk, the General Secretary for the Sierra Leone Domestic Workers Union, Chelsea Hill, before start for talk about the training where they organize for domestic workers them na the country.
This training, as you said, is about organizing and collective bargaining. Organizing is key in leadership because so without the members you cannot make the impact, and so this thing is about educating the members in knowing their rights, but they themselves bringing the experience, because their experience in these things, they don't know it's a right violation. They just think it's normal, but through this thing they're able to know that okay, this is basically the right that we should enjoy as domestic workers. So the training has been interactive. Of course, we engage them and we've seen how much they are giving out from what they have done.
Why this training important for domestic workers then? Chelsea Hill explained.
Because there is collective bargaining that looks at other workers that they want to include domestic workers in, which relates to the services visit. But the work of domestic work is very dynamic. The nature is very different. And if you just want to embed their own space in another space, you will not get it right. There will always be a high rate of human rights violations. So that's why we come in to see how best we can talk about the issues and find ways to lobby to government to engage them so that domestic workers will have a collective bargaining separately from them. Because when we are learning from other countries, the Philippines have gone a long way, the Jordanians have gone a long way, because there is an act separately that looks at the affairs of domestic workers, because they are individual workers, and most other terms and conditions look at workers in a place where they are gathered. So let's look at the aspect of leave. If you say you want to go on leave at SLBC, you don't need to recruit another person to come and do this job. But imagine in a space where a domestic worker is an individual worker and she wants to go on leave. How can that happen? So we need a lot of negotiations, a lot of engagement with employers, so that both parties, it's a tripartite scheme, government on the high part of it and the employers and the workers come together, bring out the issues, and find ways to address it so that we can have a peaceful environment.
For know how this union plan for work with government for ensure say they make law them we go protect the rights of domestic worker them na the country. Now this Chelsea Hill be get for say.
It has been a long journey, but we are now on the end of affairs because even the commissioner was here yesterday representing the minister, and they emphasized their commitment that they want to see better terms and conditions for domestic workers. They want to engage with us to understand the issues and then to see what we can do to make sure domestic workers enjoy their rights because they are part of the workforce, because they are in a ministry that looks at affairs for all workers, and no matter the state of where your work is, they are looking at your issues. So we have a strong commitment from the government of itself and the SLLC, which is the mother body for the workers' rights, So there's a commitment from them. We just need to engage them strongly. But we have a minister who listens, a minister who cares, a minister who wants to see workers enjoy rights. So I think we just need us to do what we need to do so that they can support us to get it right with the support of their employers.
During this training, some domestic worker them be share their experience but in different workplace them and also talk about how this union
I don't add knowledge, so when I reach I go for add back more pressure for let the love extend between me and my worker, me and my madam or my boss. Anyway, so I tell you thank you. Because if I sick, say they bring money, they bring income for you. I hope you get for respect, you get for value in your life. More na sick, not to idle to that. So, but if you say so, I okay, and they okay. So me back decide I sit down. So my sister by sister, I'm not a talker. It should explain me about this domestic worker organization. So I join. I will give a continue get a meeting. So I tell I introduce to Auntie Chelsea. Now she say I really want work. Then say, okay, Master Lab, hold on, I will find for you a work. So like, I come, if find for me a work. Recently, I dey work for now. I really appreciate the recent boss I did for now. Because within a 1 to 2 weeks, it really make I feel say I dey do me work well. Within 2 weeks, it add up my salary.
We thank God for this union and this solidarity center. SF can play a great role. And we tell Papa government, thank you. Because SF don't put hand on that way. Because normally what we the workforce now then 300, 400. But today now I can't go say me say get respect for say being a domestic worker. Because on side then they recently we started working now they give me 1,200,000 minus transport. And I don't go create another family.
Then domestic workers them end up call on other domestic worker them for join the union for make them be professional na them wo and for also protect them right. For Liberty Online TV, me and Mohamed Kamara, the report.
Alright, welcome back. Well, now with that last issue day, we go wrap up this edition of the Breakfast Show. Many thanks to always send on a message you will help for share and tell more people about Liberty Online Television. One for so many thanks to you. Keep listening and keep watching. Make sure say if you not be done subscribe it to our YouTube channel, do so and put your post notification bell on so that when we come on next, you will be one of the first people in for know. Well, many thanks to the production team. Now Alex, Lawrence Kuruma and Princess Pias produced this edition of the Breakfast Show. Many thanks to we technical man we na Musa Sau Kuruma. And many thanks to the camera operator them as well. So till we meet again, Bebel Kabade, so get a good day and goodbye.
All right, viewers, now so I will say goodbye till we meet again, hopefully some other time. But don't forget for join we at 7 as we bring to you the Liberty News update. Till then, Tata.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.